And suddenly, pow, Diddy just punches her right in the face. And later, he ends up passing out because I guess he's just wasted. And so he's passed out and Cassie's like, sweet, now's my chance to leave. And so she gets her suitcase and she steps out into the hall. And there's actually security footage from the hotel of her headed to the elevator. But then Diddy wakes up and I guess he's naked. So he like grabs a towel and he runs out the door after her. And you can see him here. He's running down the hall. And so she's in the hall and she's waiting for the elevator and you can see Diddy walk up to her and suddenly... Now, I can't show you this part because it is really, really violent, but I'll explain it to you. Diddy grabs her by the neck and he throws her to the ground and he kicks the shit out of her until she's unconscious and no longer moving. Like, it is brutal. There is no defending it. Now, the good thing is that eventually Cassie actually does break up with him. Allegedly, they go out to dinner and she breaks the news to him, and as you can imagine, this really pisses Diddy off. So, what does he do? He follows her home, he forces his way into her place, and then sadly, he SAs her. Oh, but Diddy's not done, because years later, it's now 2022, and he's still acting like a monster. And one day, he hires a producer slash videographer to help him out on some projects. This guy, Lil Rod. And he wants Lil Rod to produce a few songs on his next album, and he wants him to follow him around with a camera filming lots of things, like documenting stuff for him. And this seems like a good gig for Lil Rod. He's producing music, and he's hanging out at parties with hip-hop royalty Diddy. How cool is that? But, of course, like with all things Diddy, soon enough, things start to get really bad. Because eventually, Diddy has him filming things he's not so cool with. Like, Diddy's got him filming the drugging and SAing of minors. And of course, it's only a matter of time before Diddy sets his sights on Lil Rod himself. Because one night, they're all drinking and Lil Rod ends up with a spiked drink, and he passes out kind of suddenly, and he wakes up naked in Diddy's bed. And he doesn't remember the details of anything, but he does know that he didn't consent to any of this. And so, despite all these horrible things going on, it seems like everyone in Diddy's inner circle is either too afraid or too complicit to say or do anything about any of this. And he's just gonna keep doing all this, and he's gonna keep getting away with this evil shit. Until...